Well, hello everybody. I know it's been a while, probably 2 weeks. Sergeant K here with another Sergeant K's Corner. And I feel very strongly about the one that I'm doing today. I wish it were more pleasant. You'll notice the hair's wet. Yeah, I just got out of the shower. I felt so strongly about this one that, you know, I just had to grab my coffee and which I have, Roll Tide, and get down here and get this one done. And my hair is not obeying, but you're just going to have to deal with it. I am seeing and hearing a lot of rhetoric from both the left and the right about the candidates and about this election. Now, everybody knew that this election was going to be snarky, okay? It doesn't take a rocket scientist. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that this one was going to be particularly snarky because we are such a divided country. And we really don't have anybody that can unify the country because nobody's middle of the road. You either have some people that are extreme on the right or some people that are extreme on the left, and there are no peacemakers coming forth in the middle. I feel bad for candidate Kennedy. I think he's a good guy. I think it was completely wrong of him not to have Secret Service protection being a candidate, because as we see, Secret Service isn't that great in the first place. And if you want to take a pot shot at a candidate, you can do it. And they know you're there. But I digress. I don't want to get off on my tangent. I've been seeing from the left and seeing from the right, everybody, Christians, non-Christians, people, foreign entities, wishing that Donald Trump had been shot. What in the world are you people thinking? Since when are we supposed to be okay with someone being killed? Since when? And people on the right making fun of Joe Biden, making fun of the fact that Mr. Biden is sick. President Biden is sick. It's obvious. It's been obvious. And I'm, in a way, very relieved that they finally talked him into not running for a second term. I don't think he would have beat Donald Trump. Honestly, I don't think there's anybody out there that could beat Donald Trump. Kennedy can't beat him, my opinion. And the reason Kennedy can't beat him is because he's an independent. And let's face it, the Electoral College just does not vote for independents. They either vote for a Democrat or they vote for a Republican, and that's a problem. That's a problem. But I've seen people on the left posting on social media, and by the way, Facebook and TikTok and some of these other ones have not taken these posts down. Posting on social media that that it's too bad that Donald Trump wasn't assassinated. And people posting on social media making fun of Joe Biden for being sick and for being who Joe Biden is. Look, I don't agree with Joe Biden's politics. There's a lot of Donald Trump politics I don't agree with either. For that matter, there's a lot of Kennedy politics. There's nobody that you are ever going to agree 100% with, okay? And these are not, none of them are my idea of what an American is or what America stands for. We're not supposed to be doing that. And I'm going to 1 Timothy today, 2, and I'm going to start at 2:1. And it says, therefore, exhort first of all, that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men, okay, for everybody, okay, for kings, and for all who are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and reverence. in godliness and reverence, okay? For this is good and acceptable in the sight of our God and Savior, who desires all men to be saved and come to the knowledge of truth. And there are other scriptures. We're supposed to be praying for Joe Biden. We're supposed to be praying for Donald Trump. We're supposed to be praying for Mr. Kennedy. You can disagree with their politics. Please, if you disagree with their politics, do disagree with them. Let your voice be heard at the polls. But to sit there and to wish somebody dead, or to sit there and wish that somebody would be sick and make fun of someone who is essentially close to being incapacitated, is horrid. It's horrid on your part. So, while I may show up not exactly aesthetically pleasing to the eye today because my hair is all wet, if you've wished Donald Trump dead or you have wished Joe Biden ill in his illness, you're sick and disgusting on the inside. And I would rather be an ugly man than be an ugly on the inside man or woman. What you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is un-American. Okay? We are not a third world nation where we need to lock up our political opponents. The world looks at us. I talk to people in third world countries all the time, and I can tell you that they consider the elections for President of the United States to be the most important elections in the world. So, China, you can do what you want. Russia, you could do what you want. Iran, you could do what you want or whatever. But no, without the United States, things collapse. That's not going to change anytime soon. Do we need to get our country back from China? Yeah, pretty much. China's done it around the world. They're doing it in third world nations. They're taking them over financially, and then they come in and do whatever. It's a tactic. It's a tactic. Do the Democrats have disgusting rhetoric? Yes, the Democrats have disgusting rhetoric. Do Republicans have some disgusting rhetoric? Yes, Republicans also have some disgusting rhetoric. You know what? Knock it off. Knock it off. Instead of worrying about tearing up your opponent, how about if you just talk about what you stand for? And what you're doing. You know, the 20-somethings in this country, you people are really missing it, because you folks, you take these 3 to 5 second sound bites and you run with them. Even some of the protests that they've seen with the Palestinian stuff. Interviews. People don't know why they're out there protesting. They're just protesting, and they think that Israel is occupying Palestinian land. They're not occupying Palestinian land. You declared war on them when you bombed them. They're defending themselves. And everybody is allowed to defend themselves. And Hamas, get a clue. You don't want that kind of thing going on, don't start it. We got an old saying here in America, don't pick a fight you can't win. So, back to my original point. Don't wish Joe Biden harm. My heart breaks for him. My heart breaks for him. Whether he's done anything criminal or not, nobody deserves to go down the way he's going down. And when I say that, I'm talking about his faculties. Nobody deserves that. You know, does he maybe deserve to spend some time in jail? It's not mine to decide. Don't wish Donald Trump hard. Okay? And the Democrats have shown just exactly how biased and how much they can wish somebody harm by all of these cases that they've brought against him. Cases, by the way, where Democrat presidents have done the same things. Okay? And don't get on this, well, he slept with this Stormy Daniels chick. Really? I just have one thing to say to you. Bill Clinton, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, they're just people. Their fathers, their grandfathers, their husbands, they make mistakes, they do things wrong. But they do some things good too. But you never have an excuse to wish them harm. You could disagree with their politics or the kind of person that they are all day long. That's okay. But you cannot wish them dead. And you cannot wish them to be so ill that they can't function. That's just wrong. You should be praying for them. That's all I got to say. As a reminder, this is Sergeant K's Corner, and it's my show. And if you don't like what I say, don't care, don't come back. Don't watch my show. Don't watch my program. It's meaningless to me if you don't like it. So if you do like it, come on back. We'll talk about some more controversial junk. In the meantime, I wish you good health. I speak a blessing on you. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye now.